So our last example, we looked to see if a relation, a set of ordered pairs, we looked to see if it was a function or not by mapping. Now you could have taken those same points that we plotted, excuse me, those same points that were listed and plot those points on in a coordinate grid. And then we could use what's called a vertical line test. Vertical line test. If any vertical line intersects the graph of a relation at more than one point, then the relation graph is not a function. So we could have plotted those points and then drawn a vertical line. And then if more than one point touches the line, then it's not a function. So what this means here is that here we have a linear equation. And I'm going to draw a vertical line. And what we want to look and see is, does this line, does 1 or 2 point touches the line, this black line, when we draw the vertical line? Really, it's just 1 point. 1 point touches the line. We have a point here. If we draw another vertical line, we have a point there. So it's just 1 point that's touching the line. So if 1 point is touching the line, then we would say that this is a function, that this linear equation is a function. But as we look at B, we have a parabola, okay, where as I'm going to draw a vertical line again, how many points is touching the line when we draw a vertical line? It's just 1 point. So we would say that this equation or this graph is a function. Let's look at the last two. Okay, so we have here another graph, and let's look at C. When I draw this vertical line and look at the graph, how many times does this graph touch on the vertical line? We have one here, we have one that's here. So that's two. So, and we don't want two. It has to be one only, one and only one. So if two or more are touching, then we would say this is not a function. And then for letter D, okay, drawing the vertical line through the circle. How many times does this circle touches this red line? Twice. So since it touches the red line twice, we would say not a function. So we would use the vertical line test. Given a graph, we just draw a vertical line to determine if it's a function or not. And if more than 1 point touches the line, then that graph will not be a function.